Okay, so you finished your Bumper Turtles model and you're almost ready to turn it in. There's just a couple last minute finishing touches that you need to do, and there's two changes that I want you to make. The first is that you can keep your patch colors the same, but I want you to go ahead and change the color of the lines that your turtles are going to make. So for instance, when we run it, I changed mine to magenta. Yours should be any color but magenta. The other thing that I want you to do is change your turtle shape to anything but a truck or the default turtle shape. So you're making this model your own by changing the shape, and I showed you how to do that in the last video. So you'll just go back to that code and make those changes. If you do not remember, you might want to revisit the last video. Okay, and then of course with every model, before you submit, you're going to make sure that you have comments giving your name, date, and the name of the model at the top. And then every single section should have comments, and the more comments, the better. I'm going to start grading a little bit harder on these. So for instance, you should be able to comment on what set P color black does, and so on, okay? And show count, don't worry too much about that one, that's confusing. But for the most part, I explained everything else. There are some comments already in my code that you can copy directly. And anything that's not commented already, you should add comments. For example, we know that let is a variable, and you can kind of explain what that means. Or let defines a variable, I should say. And so on, and especially the if and the else and the tick and that sort of thing. Okay, so do make sure that you put, these are called inline comments in your code, and you're going to edit the info section. Again, you just do that, and then same kind of information, your name, the date, you don't need to put the class period, I'm sorry, the name of the model, and then you're going to put your information, what it does, and in paragraph form you're basically describing what the model and the code does from the time you hit setup, if we put it at really slow speed, what it does at the very beginning, and then what it does from that point and what it does at run. Okay, so it's kind of a paragraph that's a step-by-step. Once you've got that done, of course you're going to save the model as bumper turtles dot your first name dot your last name dot n logo. That part is very important. It won't save as a net logo file if you don't do that. It may ask you the same thing that it asked me there. And then you're going to go to My Big Campus, and you'll see if you click on your schoolwork, you should be able to find the Bumper Turtles finished model. Your screen will look different than mine, but you'll click on that and you should be able to attach a document, and then once you've attached the document, you can turn it in, and it also shows up on the right side of your screen. Alternatively, you could choose to send me a message and attach the message, or attach the document to the message. If you have trouble doing this, just ask me. And for the couple of you that can't log in to My Big Campus, you'll just send it to me on Edmodo like you have been doing. But that's about it. Before we end, I can't let you go without our cute animal picture of the day. And since this is Bumper Turtles, here is an adorable turtle. All right, have fun making your model, and let me know if you have any questions.